I just wanted to point out, this is the first time I've ever had a completely dry tent when I'm packing up in Scotland or really anywhere in the UK. It didn't rain at all. This piece did break off again, and the solution that I found that works is to not even bother re-gluing it anymore. I just screw it in as if it's still attached and it holds. So I still definitely want to get a replacement for this part if I can find one. Otherwise, I'm just going to deal with it. Well, hello, you're hiking with Jenny on the Great Glen Way. This is day 5, my last day on the Great Glen Way. And I'm heading about, I'd say 12 to 15 miles longer to Inverness, where I'm staying at a youth hostel, and I'm going to get my suitcase and my resupply and everything like that before I start the John O Groats Trail tomorrow. So today's going to be a lot easier in terms of terrain. We got the big climb out of the way already yesterday. Had a good night's sleep at that, I don't know if it's a kids camp or something, but it was completely deserted, and I was able to set up my tent in that like circular tarp structure which blocked most of the wind, which was great. Initial thoughts about sleeping in a tent. It's not as comfortable as sleeping in a hammock. I do miss my hammock. But I mean, I'm happy with the sleeping pad and the tent and everything. I mean, I think that's the best I could have done. I just prefer a hammock. So, definitely looking forward to going home at some point and using that more. 17 kilometers to Inverness. What in the world is that? Like an old camper. Oh, creepy. Okay, moving on. We're gonna be passing by a bunch of weird signs in the woods for this cafe that's in the middle of the woods, and it sounds like such a cool idea. But if you read the reviews, it doesn't sound like a very friendly place. So I am going to be just walking by. So what I'd read is they lure you in with promises of tea and cake, but then they make you pay like £20 for a full-on lunch, or else they kick you out. I didn't take anything, but there's an honesty box here with a few little snacks, and there's even like a kind of their version of a hiker box in there, but there's nothing really I needed. So, and I actually didn't really expect there to be any honesty boxes on the trail. There was one other one that I passed up because it was like up a hill. There's another honesty box going this way, but I don't really need anything, and unfortunately a lot of these honesty boxes have not been right on the trail, so I don't want to do extra walking, and probably won't even really need anything. I'm going into town now, but it's, I guess, nice to know that they're there. This was an old cattle droving route, it says. Just stopped on this bench right off the trail, and I'm trying this cucumber chot salad. Is that how you say that? From Good to Go. It's an Indian street food style salad with cucumber, tomato, and hemp hearts. It's supposed to be like moderately spicy. It smells really good. It smells like, you can smell the spices in it. See how this is. So for these, they use a little bit of water. You just fill it up to the line, and then you seal it up, let it lay flat for 5 minutes, flip it, and wait another 5 minutes. It doesn't need hot water, it's just cold that I added to it. Okay, there it is rehydrated. Let's see how this is. Huh. I like the spices in it. It's crunchy. The texture. I don't know if I just didn't rehydrate it enough, but texture's a little weird. But it tastes good. Probably ate like half of that and put the rest back for later, but it was good enough to keep me going, and it's got a pretty decent spice level to it. So it's hard to tell how much I have left for the day, but it's probably something between 6 to 8 more miles, and I think it's gonna be a lot like this. I'm thinking that's got to be Inverness down there. I think we have maybe close to 5 miles to go. Is this the canal again? Completed the Great Glen Way. Woo! So I made it to the hostel, but my bag isn't here. Apparently, when Loch Ness Travel tried to pick it up, the bag wasn't at the stasher location. So I don't know what happened to it. I've been trying to get into contact with the hotel and stasher to try and figure out what happened, but I had all of my food in it for my next leg of my journey. I had my extra clothes in it. Nothing like super valuable or anything, I just want my stuff. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm waiting to hear back from Stasher. I don't know. I'm just concentrating on doing what I need to do right now, and I don't know what's going to happen for the next leg of my trip. I might have to cut some things out, or just go on ahead. If the suitcase is really gone, it doesn't make sense to just hang around. I should try and continue my journey, because I mean, I have everything, like minus the food and the fuel that I need, so I don't know. Feeling better than I was earlier. We went to the Riverside restaurant. It was like my second or third attempt at dinner. The place I wanted to go was all booked up. The brewery ended up just being a brewery, but the restaurant had their beer. And I got a haggis, neats, and tatties. Just thought about things, talked to people, feeling a little bit better about the situation. I'm gonna go on with my plan tomorrow. I'll have to replace the food, but it's just food. Nothing in that suitcase was irreplaceable. I still think it'll turn up at some point, but I'm not counting on it. And I'm not letting it spoil my trip.